Hey everybody, welcome back. Had a very smooth and easy Balatro run last time. It was. You can't deny it. What are we doing on this one? We don't know yet, but we do have two Fool cards. Historically, for me, that means that I will get a tarot card and then immediately use both of my Fool cards on it, no matter how, busted it is, or positive or negative. Now, let me tell you, I had a great run last time. The theme of the build was basically, we had a lot of value out of our tarot cards, don't get me wrong. But we got insane value out of just making every card in our deck have some kind of modifier on it. Creates a rare joker, sets money to 0. $6 rare joker seems pretty good. Okay, Obelisk, we can work with this. Times 0.2 mult per consecutive hand played without playing your most played poker hand. So how do we make this work? You play a lot of high cards to generate space under the hands played for your most played hand, and then you play whatever you want. So it would actually be super nice to get like one more joker just to help us get some score. But I think in principle, we can play, watch this, because we've drawn such a great hand. You can play Jack 9, 5, 4. We're trying to make high card our most played hand. We could play Jack 7, 4. We could play... Let's just be careful. Play a straight, and then keep building the high card off of it. And then you build the mult afterwards. I'm very glad that we chose to bail out a little early on this one. Because I was genuinely going to ride... I was going to ride that all the way to the end, and then I probably wouldn't have had enough score. So I know it seems like I don't know what I'm doing, but I think I do know what I'm doing. The purpose of this is that at some point we're going to decide that we're never going to play high card again. And no matter how many hands we play of everything else, we should never play as many of them as we played high hands in the early game. So in order to make that happen, I really think we need a joker that gives us some score so that we can afford to play a lot of high cards in order to create a situation... That should be fine. Oh, good. My mistake. Where we have that kind of space, you know what I mean? Because, like, how many high cards have we played? 3. We probably got to play, like, 10. So this is going to be annoying and maybe even, like, a little bit scary, but that's what we're here for, right? I'm going to play a full house just because I don't want to lose. At some point, we're going to need to get some points. But I don't want to win too fast either. Like, it's delicate, but I really think that the Obelisk is going to go sicko mode once we decide to commit to it. Destroy 2 cards. I think just anything that allows you to survive right now with relatively weak hands is pretty good. Because we really do want to play, like, 9, 6, 4, 2, queen. It breaks the mult. I know it breaks the mult, but at some point it's not going to break the mult anymore. Just, you got to listen to me, okay? You got to listen to me. We are playing, like, a lot of full houses, too, which is slightly scary, but... You just gotta... Just let me cook on this one for a second, okay? As the kids say these days, let me cook. Oh, we're not making a heart flush. I'll tell you that. Give me my full house. Thank you so much. I couldn't have done it without you. Make sure you play the clubs and the diamonds. Those are going to be very relevant. We got there. Now, we haven't chosen to make the turn yet, okay? The turn is like the most important part. I do love the trio as well, but we simply can't afford it. Let me... an Arcana pack to get the Fool going... actually makes some sense as well, even though we do only have one Fool card. Like, okay, this is actually maybe amazing. I hope you'll allow me this moment to convert 3 things to clubs. Because we have the club Joker. Like, this ended up being a great purchase for us, I think. This will give us $3 to skip, so we will not be skipping. I think we have such good straight potential. Let's play high card. We've played high card 5 times, full house 3 times. I think we need more space under high card. But it's a very risky way to live your life. I'm going to play king 6-5. I will be using my Fool card, do not fear. Now at this point, we have to get serious with it. 7, 10, jack, all become clubs. We now have a straight flush, which will probably take us over the top. I'm not confident enough to build another high card underneath it, but at least this isn't a full house, which gives us more space to play any hand we want. We're also, I don't think we've played a flush yet, although straight flush might count. Which is good because we created 6 extra clubs, so we got lots of space for flush underneath. And then we're using lots of discards, so I definitely think another mult adder is good. All face cards drawn face down. Wow. I mean, this is crazy. I would play, knowing that a straight consisting of likely clubs is going to be really good, I would literally play 7, 6, 3. Again, I know how it looks. It looks like the dumbest decision you could possibly make. And it might get a little spicy. Just give it a second, okay? We've played 9 high cards. It's probably time for us to just commit to never playing a high card again and just maxing out our multiplier as much as we can. As long as we don't play 9 of the same hand, we're set. But you know what? We could probably push it just one more fight, maybe. I am gonna go 4 fingers on this one. Easier flushes and straights. I honestly would love a spectral. Oh, but we got to keep building them. Yeah, we don't. Wait, maybe let me think about it. We have a beautiful first hand. I mean, this is just insane. I would just play this out. We need 3,200 points. Okay, don't get too stupid about it. This full house goes hard. I'm kind of wary about playing full houses because they're close-ish to high card. Not really close, but close-ish. Okay, I'm scared. What about just a diamond flush? How crazy would a diamond flush be for us? Probably really good. That should maybe be old reliable. I know we were close to straights. You know what? We got another full house with 2 diamonds, 2 clubs. That should be good enough. Should be is like a very scary sentence. Now we should start building the mult on Obelisk, and this should go insane. But it is worth noting with Obelisk. I need to think about this, okay? We've played 11 high cards, which means until we play another high card, we'll keep building mult. We could still build the mult higher by not always going for the greatest hand of all time right off the bat. And I think that's the right thing to do. Like, I think if we have a pair, for example, or even 3 of a kind, which we maybe have never played, just toss your 3 of a kind and like play hands to build the mult without putting you at risk of accidentally, you know, going over the top. So we could definitely play a straight flush here, but if we play a straight flush, we'll win. So it might make more sense. If we play a straight, we'll probably win, to be honest. So are we really gonna... Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm gonna discard these. I'd love to make a pair instead. As crazy as it sounds. You play a pair to build the mult even higher. I mean, it gives you 20% extra off of each play. Like, this is... It's something you gotta think about. And at this point, maybe I'm like a little... Oh, you know what? We could probably play a pair. Because the next thing is the extra large blind we got to get over. And now I think you could play whatever you want. So we've played 1 2-pair and 1 3 of a kind. Drop a little 2-pair on them. Just again, we're trying to keep the hands as evenly distributed as possible. Not because we need to in order to not accidentally play 11 of the same hand type in the next like 6 battles. But like, why not avoid the opportunity to screw it up? And I actually just think I don't want you. I'm sorry. I think I got my own thing going. Now, to get to 12,000 points is going to be probably difficult. So, I think we will basically just be fishing for a club flush as soon as possible. I know we only need 4, but like if we got 5, the clubs score for more. So, let me see. Oh, I should have played the 2 because it works well with raised fist. And then ace 2 3 9 7. It should be good enough, brother. And we got already a times 2.6 multiplier. Should have thrown our 2 again. Should have thrown the 2 again. Oh, you know what? We can spin it though. We can say, yeah, okay. We didn't win, but that's because we're trying to build the mult even faster. But when you build the mult, you're necessarily building less space underneath that you can play for high card. You know what I'm saying? I'm confusing even myself in the statements here. These are not statements that normally come up in polite discourse. I feel like we should not mess with what we have unless we see an incredible opportunity. Like we could sell... Gros Michel will probably leave us at some point. Raised Fist, I don't play around, so I could probably get rid of. Although in some situations it's going to do like some amazing work for us. Remember, you can't play high card. If anything, man, we've really only played 2 pairs. We're going to win so easily. I'm sorry to say it. Like, I think this run's going to the moon. I think you are only starting to see the power level of something like Obelisk, okay? Now, it broke my brain trying to set it up. But I think now that we've set it up, we got some good stuff. So I'm gonna sell Raised Fist, and for now, I'm going to have Brainstorm copy Banana, and we'll change it at some point. And you might say, by the way, why not have it copy Obelisk? Well, you always want multiplication to happen last in your order. It's the same reason you want to play glass cards at like the far right of your hand. When you add to a number and then multiply it, everything you've added effectively has become multiplied by what you're multiplying it by. Whereas if we moved it over here, I mean, you could just... Listen, I'm not saying this is complicated. You probably already understand what I'm talking about. But imagine if you had... if your score was 10, and then you multiplied it by 2 and then added 7. What would you get? You get 27. Well, what if you took the 10 and you added 7 and then multiply it by 2? You get 34. Now, obviously, the bigger... The multiplier, the greater the effect will be on all the numbers that are added to the sum total to begin with. So you always want your multiplier at the end, which is why I'm not going to have you copy it. Instead, we'll copy this. Copy that. You know what? I'll spend 4 on an Arcana pack. We would still love to get clubs. I don't really like these. We're playing clubs. Clubs is our jam. So guess what? You guys are mult cards now. I would say we're almost to the point where we're kind of like score fishing, but I'm also not the guy to do that. We cannot play high card. If you play high card by accident, like you're in a lot of trouble. If anything, what have we never played? We've never played 4 of a kind. We've played very few 3 of a kinds. Okay. I'll discard all of my low cards, even though there's some mults in there. I'm not against just playing a pair. I know we've played some, but we got lots of pairs we can play before we would say that we can never play them again. And again, every hand we play is building more and more mult. We've only played 2 straights. Played 4 pairs now. Okay, in that case, let's get a straight going. This might be too many points. It is. In fact, it was by a lot. And Gros Michel broke. Okay, so we need to buy a better joker. 80 chips if you got a flush. I mean, like, that's something. I would say is not good enough. I'm actually going to go... losing 15 mult could be the sort of thing that is like, it's enough. These are horrible jokers for us, man. I can't reroll. We just got to send it. Lose a... maybe I should have bought one because I'm losing $1 per card played. If anything, in this case, just to keep our finances going, we should probably seek to get a club flush. Because it gives us the most points, and we want to play as few cards as possible. I guess we could just make one with 4, now that I think about it. We preferably we'd love to not be like completely broke at the time we leave this fight, but I think that might be optimistic. That's pretty good though. I'm gonna not play one because it still makes a flush, but we lose $1 less. I'm so proud of myself for recognizing that. Unless we have to play one more hand as a result. No, we do not. So I would say just be careful. You don't want flushes to eventually be played more than high cards and put yourself in trouble. 1 hand per round. It shouldn't be necessary. It might be good, but it shouldn't be necessary. What we really need is a killer joker. Which is why we're going to do all these battles. Because we want as many shops as possible. We have played 2 pair 3 times. I love that for us. One, like, polychrome joker that maybe, like, adds huge mult or multiplies our mult by even more would go insane. Keep your clubs. Keep your 8s. Another 2 pair. I'm trying to save my good hands for, like, when we are up against the boss. But don't get too greedy with it. Like, don't put yourself in a position where you could just lose. I'll just play a flush, honestly. Because I think we're still missing that one, like, killer joker that would make it trivial for us to progress. And you see, this is again, if you'll allow me to become, like, a complete fanboy, we need a better joker. I need a max win, bro. This is unveiling more of the genius of Balatro. Because we really don't want to play a flush, man. But we got to play a flush. We need 24,000 points. What I mean is, on the last run, we won easily. We almost didn't even care about our jokers, except that they generated tarot cards. On this one, we haven't cared about our deck. We only care about our jokers. It's more than one way to eat a Reese's. I'm just worried if I play too many flushes, we're going to run up against this high card. But, like, you do have to play something. I guess we have a straight already, now that I think about it. Ace, 2, 3, 4, and then just discard the 6 and maybe keep another straight potential around. This is not going to be an incredible hand, obviously. Neither is this. I'm keeping my 10 just because we probably have to fish for, like, big club hands to make it to 24,000. I'm going to cry. So we're not going to make it. It has to be clubs. And ideally, it would be like a royal flush. Any chance you got that for me? I hate to use a discard for this, but, like, imagine if we got the royal... Oh, no. Well, we have to play flush. We have 1, 6, 2 kings. We'll play the 6 along with it. I think we're going to lose. In fact, I'm not even sure how close it'll be. Well, maybe we're okay. No, I think we're cooked, guys. And the worst part is, I did it to myself just by being a little over greedy with the Obelisk. Remember when I said that this was going to be trivial? Oh! I just needed I needed Gross Michelle to last just a little longer, man. Okay, no more Mr. Nice Guy. NL the kind of guy to say, okay, Mr. No more Mr. Nice Guy. That's true. Whenever people say that, or they say stuff like that, NL the kind of guy to say, just going to squeeze right by you in the grocery store, 90% of the time, they're wrong. And they're just trying to get a rise out of you. The 1% of times that they're right is I am the guy who on like a weekday afternoon will go to the grocery store and look around and be like, why are there so many people here? I mean, I know I don't have a normal job, but aren't you supposed to have a normal job? Worth. Sell me. Sell me. The whole theme of this deck is going to just be adding cards to our deck. And the cards that we add to the deck will tend to be good as well. We're playing around hologram. I probably won't double my $0. So early on, I love when you draw 2 pair, yeeting your discards to try to get a full house. Obviously, it didn't fully come to pass here, but with a few discards, usually you got a great chance to get it. It's a great hand. And, you know, worst case scenario, you can always fall back on some detritus, like 2 pair, multiplied by 1.25 is kind of a little weak. Hopefully we can add more cards to our deck as soon as possible. Jumbo Standard Pack. Although, if I'm being real with you, Gross Michelle is like and I know that's not how it's pronounced, okay? But this is a much better stabilizer for us. I think you got to be a little mature in this situation. So you saw it. 2 pair means we start fishing. Our fishing expedition has not panned out. But we have a steel card with 2 pair. Oh, we discarded it. And it is going to create another steel card for us. It still worked out great. Okay, now from this point onwards, until this breaks, and I'm pointing at the screen as if you can see it. Until this banana breaks, we want to add as many cards to our deck as possible. And in my opinion, that's basically all we need to do. So like this is like a finance setup for us right now. Hi, Tomo. What's wrong, buddy? We got great flush potential, but I'm telling you, the full house setup is going to get us there, man. Does he know? We have a flush in hand, and I'm going for full house. That's how anti-flush I've become. And it worked. What can I say? It worked. Now, ideally, if we're going to go for full finance build, we want to win as many battles in one hand as possible. Don't break. Don't break on me. Yes! 1 in 8, bro. That's like almost 0. It might last forever. +1 hand size is good. Tarot cards are good, but remember, we're going like, it's finance pilled. Unless we can add. Lucky card, always going to be good. Gold seal. I think I'm loving this potential strategy of just adding good cards to your deck. And you know what? Tarot at least exists here. I'm not going to worry about doubling my money, although I could have if we didn't get good stuff in that shop. Tarot has some beauty to it, although we're admittedly not going to try to play... Well, I guess it's probably worth playing hands. I would play 2 pair on this just to get it out. Hi, Tomo. Hello, buddy. Hello. We get a sun card. Converts cards to hearts. Remember when I said I wasn't flush pilled? Well, at some point, like, we had a handful of hearts, and they were like, do you want some more? Sure. Sure, I'd be happy to. This is going to... If this is going to win, then don't do it. Play a 2. 7 points. So 133,000 points. Pluto gets better. Earth gets better. There's nothing I could throw that would do better. Or do worse, I should say. So we should throw a flush, I think. Flush beats 3 of a kind. Now be safe, please. Be safe. When that breaks, things are going to change timbre real quick. Judgment. Creates a random joker. I mean, for 3 gold, that's pretty tempting. Spades are better. It is what it is. Oh, I thought I had to spend more money, but we're good. Raise the rank of 2 cards by 1. I would love to raise your rank by 1. I'm not worried about the other ones. And then everything after this you'll draw face down. So I know what I need to do. Because 4 of a kind probably wins this for us, like, easily, I think. Let's make you into bonus cards. We might actually win it before we even play the 4 of a kind. Just on the strength of our run. I mean, we literally just did. I didn't even get to play the 4 of a kind. I don't know if that's embarrassing or a great sign. I probably should... Well, I guess we could just keep this around for now. Let's go... A glass card is always good. For getting incredible scores. 1 hand per round is like free money, so we probably should have gone for that, but we'll get another chance. Double your money? No. Not necessary yet. Not necessary. Thank you for asking, but it's not necessary. I will discard you for tarot. And then just dump straight garbage out here. 3 more cards become hearts. I mean, that's a beautiful thing right there. Play this. We have actual genuine royal flush potential here. Play this. I'm telling you, this will work. Even if we have to play a flush at the end of it, it'll work. We probably don't. What is this? 10, 10, 10, Jack, Jack, Queen, Queen, King, Jack, Jack, 10, 10, 10. What are we dealing with here, man? I'll play 3 of a kind. Just to earn some extra... Oh, but the money means we're not going to get a tarot card. Oh, and we won. Okay. I mean, we're cruising for now, but if this banana breaks... Could end up in trouble pretty soon. Don't worry about the hermit, okay? I promise you we're going to get used to the hermit, but... We just need... Right now, we got plenty of space. There's no reason we can't hold on to it. Play this. I mean, the flush is like a guaranteed win, okay? Sun converts 3 more cards into hearts. This is madness. I guess we could have converted this one too, huh? Play me a little King, King 8. I'm just like these glass cards could seriously do some damage. Tell you what. Everybody must get stoned. Give me the full house with the glass cards, and let's see how this pans out. Nothing broke, which I guess is nice. How much money we got here? $6. I know it's insane. We save again. Lose $1 per card played. I regret saving. I do. Creates a tarot when discarded. We must discard it then. This is lose $1 per card played. Okay. We love to keep clubs, which are spades, which makes no sense. Let me just make sure I'm good on time. Yeah, I got time. Don't even sweat it. We should keep glass and keep pairs, but create the extra tarot card. Turn the left card into the right card. We've created so many hearts. I think we'd be stupid not to do this. And then at this point, why not turn you into like another Jack of Hearts? I have $6. What are you going to do with $6, man? You're not going to make any tarot cards anymore. You're not thinking straight. And then, in that case, it's so simple. 5 of a kind. Wait, we still got a tarot card out. Oh, because we lost money by playing the cards. This game, it goes crazy, man. Standard pack. This is, well, you're gonna buy and use that for certain. $17 gives us a great opportunity to hermit. Gives us a great opportunity to purchase a standard pack. A foiled stone card seems kind of insane. Then we go Arcana to spend money, but also because it then allows us to Hierophant. We'll Hierophant 2 hearts because we'll be playing hearts like crazy. I'm going to play High Priestess for 2... Oh, I don't know, maybe another stone card would go kind of sick. We got lots of them now. Definitely buy Justice. I would buy this to sell it later and create another double tag, but then what are you going to do with your money, bro? Because you got $6. I guess I'll sell it and create a double tag and then buy Photograph. All right, because we want tarot cards. That's true. That is true. I think this is the point, and it happens on a lot of runs. This is the point on which I've officially lost it, and I no longer really know what I'm trying to do. I'm just playing cards, and I think that's going to be fine. I'm reminding myself, we wish to create as many tarot cards as possible. I wouldn't even play the stone card. I think it's going to be too good. And you should move this to the end. Okay, oh, yeah. We're playing to create as many tarot cards as possible. I know that now. So let's go King 8-7. I mean, if we can get some more Ace of Spades pumping in this deck, that would go pretty crazy. Not that it's necessary, I would say. I'm so confident in this build that I'm going to play that. I think we'll get to 20,000 points off our next play. And I'm not being facetious in the slightest. Because I think we're 4 of a kind with super aces that also has a stone card. Maybe I overstated it a little bit. But holding this death card is going to be great. We should just really try to create another Ace of Hearts, honestly. Empress goes crazy. And otherwise, we're not adding anything to our deck. But we have $5, so we will add something to our deck. We will add a tarot card. Who would have thought? That's a planet! Okay. I have 9 minutes to finish this run before I have to leave for daycare. It's going to happen. First hand is drawn face down. That's no problem. We drew a glass Ace of Hearts right off the jump. I have to say, this has the potential to create the highest scoring hand in human history. Do me a favor and just play a pair. You got to move the king over, brother. You got to move the king over. You will turn into a steel card. Then we're going to play a pair. We're going to move the jack and the queen over. I know we're playing a steel card. It's on purpose. I don't want to win too fast. Now this is what we want to see. Oh. Do I mind earning $3? I guess because it has to score. I'm so confident in these aces with the stone card getting us there. But then there's a part of me that's like, what if you're wrong? And I'm like, nah. No shot, bro. It's never happened before. So we should just... I'm going to turn you two into mult cards. The ace just because it's part of the business here. Even if it isn't a heart. This should be like 25,000 points. In principle, I was right. If you don't think about it too much. And then we have our boss fight. Standard pack is non-negotiable. We smoke in that standard pack. We add in hearts to our deck. Purple seal heart. Don't mind if I do. We're buying... If we're buying a planet, let's just buy the planet that we want. Instead of like, oh, we could get a pack that could have exactly the planet we want in it. Okay. Get discarded. And get discarded. Create a wild card. Well, here's what I'm thinking. We only got one discard left, but this in and of itself might be enough to get us there. First played face card also multiplies. I guess we want it like that. Ugh. I'm just a little frightened about getting to the score we need to get to. Or we're going to be fine. Don't even worry about it. One of these days that's going to work. Hi, Tomo. Hi, buddy. My personal feeling is throw this, even though it's trash. You'll get a tarot card, and converting a card into a card is so good. We have a flush, which is what I want to see. And if everything goes wrong, we still have one hand with 2 stone cards to create like a pretty good hand. It didn't go wrong though. This is pretty good. I would convert straight up you into you. And then you play 3 queens with 2 stone cards. And I think you got a really good thing going. You also got a steel card in hand. I have 5 minutes. We may be skipping some battles en route. It's important to me to win the Balatro run. It's also important to me to not be late to pick up my daughter from daycare. And also, the less battles we do, the less opportunities for Gross Michelle to blow up in our face, right? We have to add something. The mult value is too high. Skip for a free Mega Buffoon. We will not do that. I might skip the next one. But we're not going to worry too much about tarot cards, I think. Do I have a winning hand? Hi, Domo! I don't think so. Wait, I meant to discard it. There's no reason for that at all. Okay, play your flush, which means maybe you'll become a gold card. And then just play your flush. You got food? You got water? You got a clean litter box? What's the issue, man? I'm not trying to say I don't enjoy your company. It's just you're stressing me out a little bit. You're a wild card? Baby. You're a wild card. Not getting to a flush here is kind of blowing my mind, but this should still be really good. Oh, but you gotta use something, man. Okay. You guys become mult cards. We got 4 minutes left, bro. We gotta start pumping these runs out here. It's my fault for losing the last one. Huge. That was a big hand. You should listen to your friend Billy Zane. He's a cool guy. He just wants what's best for you. So maybe it's time to dump Vagabond and take like a score joker. But it won't happen yet. Honestly, we go next. I know it's crazy. Then we skip. We've upgraded pair insanely. I don't know how valuable that actually is. It is a level 7 hand now, which seems kind of nutty. What if you were just simply to play it then? And also dump some garbage, but one of your 10s should become like a glass card. Don't throw the mults. Well, you might as well, I guess. We're gonna have too much money to make tarot cards every time. Good hand, though. Good hand. I would say dump them, which gave us a Fool card. Should give us a Justice card. She'll turn a card into glass, if we're so inclined, but we're not just yet. Should always move the glass card to the end, but again, we're we'll be making some mistakes. Just got to go a little faster, okay? This is so likely to be a straight. I would be stupid not to play it. Oh! The man's a genius. Okay, now is the time to... We're going all in because it's the boss fight. You sell Vagabond. The banana lasted literally the entire time. Sell... double your money. Sell Vagabond. Use Judgment. Sell Credit Card. Buy and use Emperor. Buy Jumbo Arcana Pack. Okay, I'm going as fast as I can, man. Convert 3 cards to hearts. We can only choose 1. Okay, well, convert. You become a glass card. You all become hearts. He's kind of cooking with this one, you gotta admit. Spectral Pack can add cards to your deck, which would buff your multiplier. Add a red seal to 1 selected card. Okay, you get the red seal. That's great for score. Roll. It's got to be a good joker. That's not it. It's got to be that's the best joker we could ask for given the circumstances. Roll again just in case. You never know. Might as well buy 3 of a kind. We got a minute. I'm not even stressing. Because now we can take the limiters off and we can just go to the moon. If you're going to force my frickin' hand, then so be it, okay? I would be happy to play this right here. Maybe I should play pair. Pair might even be better for me. This is a beautiful thing. Beautiful discard into a tarot. Spades, sell me. Play the judgment. Spades is the same one I threw away. If you'll excuse me, it's the greatest hand of all time. Should have moved the aces to the end, I'll admit, but it's one of the best hands I've ever had. Either way, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, I'll see you next time. See ya!